Now, a lot of you have been asking, Lynn, is there a property next to your farm that we can own? Well, today I am happy to bring you Eminence Court by Yavalle Real Estate, 5 minutes away from Kanya Farm. Yes, that is our farm. And I am so proud of myself because I waited for everything in this project to fall to place before I bring it to you. As you can see, this property has water, which is very important. They made sure that they dug a borehole and they even got a lot of water, and I know that is something a lot of you look for. And as you can see, there is also fence, there is also a wonderful gate, and the roads are well demarcated. And I can't wait to see what community we build here. Honestly, my main goal has been for us to form a community of people who we can be able to look back and say, Lynn, look at what we were able to do with our resources. So if you are one of the people who have been asking, Lynn, is there any property next to your farm in Nanyuki that we can be able to own, then this property is for you. I'm gonna go have a conversation with one of the directors, Valerie, so that she can be able to walk us through this particular property, walk us through the price, how much you can be able to pay in cash, and also in 6 months installment. But above all, guys, come, let us build a community of our own, because there are so many things you can be able to do here, but I will let her walk us through that. So welcome to Eminence Court by Yavalle Real Estate, and I can't wait to meet you guys. Mukuje mkule skuma Kanya Farm. Yes, we are doing a lot. We just pandered a lot of things, and I can't wait to just be saying hi to some of you. So karibuni sana Nanyuki and check this property out. But as I said, let's listen in so that we can be able to gather more details about this property and why you need to invest in it, and all the best in your investment journey, okay? We can start this conversation by you introducing yourself and tell us exactly where we are today.
Okay. Hi, Team LNN. My name is Valerie Njuguna. I'm an economist and a CPA by profession, and I'm a co-founder of Yavalle Estate Limited. We are a land selling company, and we focus on delivering high land value investment opportunities across Kenya, and this is one of our many to come projects. Welcome to Eminence Court, Nanyuki.
Nanyuki, this is Nanyuki.
Yes.
And one of the best things I love is that we are actually neighbors.
Oh, yes.
You guys have been to our place. First and foremost, what do you think about Kanya Farm?
Oh, I'm inspired.
Yes.
I'm inspired. It's an amazing project. Honestly speaking, I can only imagine how it would look like in the next, or even not 5 years, but by the end of this year. So it's such an inspiration. It has given us the motivation for farming. It has given us a different perspective in farming. We are here for it. Yeah, it's a good investment.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. And I can't wait to see where this conversation goes. But for me, when I see young people in this country being landowners, taking advantage of our resources, it really aligns well with our theme for the year, reclaiming our identity through the soil. In this real estate, as a landowner, knowing you are a daughter of the soil, how does that make you feel?
Thank you for that question, Lynn. It makes me feel blessed and favored, and I only think that's the only way to go, because for me land is just not an asset. There's something that grounds you. For me, when I think about land, I look at it and feel this is something that you can always bounce back to. It takes me back to during COVID, when everything was happening in Nairobi. Personally, I was in my parents' home, and I didn't feel the impact as people felt when they were in the urban area. So why I felt that this is something that anyone, whether you're young or whatever age, that you should have an asset. It grounds you. Whether like a pandemic comes in, this is somewhere that you can always look back and you're like, okay, here we go. I can always restart my life. So for me, land, it comes in as it's a foundation, and everyone deserves a foundation. Yeah.
Honestly, I love that. Everyone deserves a foundation and a place they can go when life gets overwhelming. And I also love that we are shifting the mindset on land. People are starting to embrace the resources that we were given. That really makes me happy. And so even partnering with you and showcasing this particular property to our audience, it's an honor, because for me, seeing us win and seeing people change the mindset on land is what we really want to achieve on the platform this year. But walk us through the property. Maybe when we talk about Yavalle and Eminence Court, Nanyuki, number one, maybe why Nanyuki, and when we look at this project, what exactly our audience expecting from this particular project?
Okay. Why Nanyuki? When we were looking for a place to begin our real estate journey, we were looking for a place that was economically diversified, and that's what answered our why Nanyuki, because Nanyuki, when you look at it, has a lot of commercial ideas, a lot of opportunities. For example, if you're in Nanyuki, it's a hub for tourism. We have a lot of excursions around us. We have the Mount Kenya, we have the Olpajeta Conservancy, we have the Aberdare Ranges, we have the Solio Ranch, we have the Ngarendare, the equatorial feeling. So Nanyuki being a hub of tourism, the first thing that I identified as an opportunity for any investor who would try this Eminence Court is you can set up your cottages, you can set up your Airbnbs, you can set up your holiday homes. So that's for someone who is interested in focusing on tourism part of Nanyuki. If that's not something that you could be interested in, then this also becomes a place for agripreneurs. I was also identifying a good location. Nanyuki also answered that part of, is this place that we can attract the agripreneurs? Is this something that they can be able to curate something out of it? So we do have fertile soils. We have the loam fertile soils.
Oh, we have loam.
Yeah, here it's loamy fertile soils. So anyone who would want to venture into farming potatoes, tomatoes, onions, then this is a hub for that. So it's supporting your economic activities, such as now, if you want to venture more in the tourism side, you have the cottages that you can do. If you want to do the farming, you can begin your agripreneurship right here. And then having a lot of tourism activities happening, even the products that you're going to farm from this, then you have the trading perspective of it. So you can always have a market for your produce. So that answered my why Nanyuki.
All right. Yeah. And oh God, I honestly did not even know majority of the things you are speaking about. I always say it's a moment to learn and relearn. And we are also still discovering the area. And I feel like for me, what I love about this place is the number of activities that are ongoing. As you can see, we have the road here, the Nanyuki Rimuruti and the Nanyuki Doldol Road, which we will maybe speak about. But just knowing the potential that those roads hold and the connections that could come out of it is absolutely incredible. But when we'll take a look at this property, I see you have done a lot of things. Could you maybe walk us through the amenities when a client comes? What can they expect from this particular place?
Okay, thank you for that question, Lynn. When we have our investors coming in this space, we've tried to give it the level best of our capacity. We've tried to implement anything that person who is coming in would need. As I told you, how we approached developing this project, we owned it first. And when we owned it first, then it informed every other decision that we wanted to make. For example, I was asking myself, okay, Valerie, you would settle in here. What do I need? So the first thing that came in my mind was, I need a nice security, a nice fencing with, of course, a gate to mark our boundaries, to mark our territories, just so you can know this is the project, this is where it's at. So also we were looking for something that's long term. We didn't want to come here in 2-3 years, there's no fence anymore. That's what informed our reinforced concrete posts, so that we can have it even in 5 years' time, it's still there, well maintained, and it's really looking good. So the other thing we thought of, now I have the security, okay, Valerie, you've moved in, then what's next? This Nanyuki area, sometimes we have different seasons. Sometimes we have it as really arid, and sometimes we have it really rainy, as it is right now. But then for someone who would venture into agripreneurship, then that doesn't give you the sobriety that you need. So we felt you need something that would give you sufficiency, sustainability, something that would look even more permanent. So that's informed our decisions to drilling a borehole. And we really thank God, because our borehole was very successful. We have 20 cubic meter per hour, which is sustainable for the households that will come and venture into this space.
That's a lot of water.
It's a lot of water.
That's a lot of water. I think at Kanya Farm we are looking at 8, 9? We are at 10 cubic, so this is like double.
Yeah, this is double.
That's a lot of water,
It's a lot
actually.
of water, yeah.
Sorry, go
So
on.
for anyone who is looking into farming, then there you have the water right there. So that was my other number 2. Okay, I have secured my space. Then do I have water to do whatever I want to? Water is life, of course. So with that water, it will inform my other decisions. If I want to settle in and build, I have water. If I want to farm, then I have that water.
Yes.
So that informed our decision on we need to have that water, that borehole drilled and get the water tower. Then the next thing, what we've done in this project, it's the access roads. Of course, you don't want to come in a space and you don't know how to access even your last plot.
Yes.
So that one we knew it was a non-negotiable. So we graded the roads and ensure that you also have the drainage areas so that all your plots, they can always be well drained.
Yes.
That's the other infrastructure that we improvised in this project. And the other one, it's marking our properties.
Yes.
They are well beaconed, of course raised, just so we can avoid any conflicts. Anyone who is coming in, they're able to tell my plot size is from this angle to this angle. That's also something that we felt was a non-negotiable. We need to mark it, not just for now, but even for future conflicts to make sure that people are living in harmony.
Okay.
So those are the things that we've done in this project.
Good job.
Thank you.
Love the fence. I love how the roads were done. Honestly, for me, number one, as you always know, even when I'm talking to my clients who are in the real estate, I ask them, kuna fence poa? Kuna maji, because water is key, and just to see you having this crazy amount of water tells me you are really ready for the investors who are going to come on board. But another thing that I really love is that we are not going to have the title deed conversation. Yeah, goja mpaka next year. Could you walk us through the paperwork? How are we looking matters title deed?
Okay, thank you, Lynn. What we are looking in matters the title deeds, we've ensured we've done all our due diligence. To our level best. We've done what we could do because we wouldn't want to go to sleep when you know someone somewhere is struggling or someone somewhere trusted you and they didn't get what they want. And there's something I always tell myself regarding land. Unlike clothes or any other piece that you can purchase from a shop and you walk with it in your home, this is something that you buy, but you're buying an illusion. So if you don't have that document, it's not something that you'll buy and take it with you. So that informed why we need to secure it. Like we have to ensure it's yours, here is your document, and then you can easily walk out to your place and feeling comfortably. Yeah. So we have all the title deeds for these sectional or individual plots. They're all under Yavalle Limited. So for anyone who would be interested in this project, of course, they'll reach out via our contacts and of course via our email or whichever way that they would feel this is the way to go. And then we'll take you through whatever I've spoken about. If you have any questions, we are going to clarify what you will need to do. We'll give you the mutation. You're able to select the plot that you could be interested in, and then we send you now the title deed for that specific plot number. Then from there, you go and do your due diligence. I wouldn't want you to take my word, because for me, I believe trust is earned. I've done my part. I have the titles. I know they are legit, but we also give you a leeway of take the title, go to the registrar, do your due diligence, and then if you're content, then you come and tell us this is the project that I'm interested in, and then now we schedule the site visit. Because again, we've sold you everything virtually. We've sold you good words, but then you need to come and feel. You have to come and experience it. And if you feel also like you'd want to change from the plot that you had selected from our offices, and then you feel you would want a different one, maybe because of the views, then again, we are going to, you can do that. And then we give you a title, you do also your due diligence. So once you're content and you feel the paperwork is okay, we've given you our company details and you feel this is okay, then we begin our land transfer process.
And due diligence is key.
It's
and I love that we are honestly telling people we are insisting on due diligence. I had to do my due diligence to work with you. You did your due diligence to make sure that the title deeds are legit, and we even have them here. So I would really want people, even as much as we are talking about it, make sure you're also doing your own due diligence and ask all the questions that you need, right? So now we're going to go to the most important part, because I know our audience are like, okay, Lynn, we've seen the prices on the screen, but can Val maybe walk us through the pricing? What is the size of the land and how much are we talking about? And do we have any payment plan for people who are maybe not able to buy it all at once?
Okay, yes, we do. Our plots here in Eminence Court, they are all subdivided in 50 by 100. And if you want more than that, of course, doesn't mean that we can't give you 2, 3, 4, 5 of that.
Yeah.
But the minimal size of these projects are 50 by 100. The pricing, we've classified it to 2 to make sure it's accommodating everyone.
Okay.
So for the cash payment, the pricing is 550,000. And for the installments, which is 6 months payment, we give you with 599,000.
Okay.
So you pay a deposit of 200,000, and then the rest we are going to give you a payment schedule to accommodate the 6 months period.
All right.
Yeah.
So cash payment 550,000.
Yeah.
Installment of up to 6 months 599.
Yes.
But with installments you have to make a 200k
Deposit.
a 200k deposit.
Yes.
Wow, lovely. Love to hear it. Maybe now for the people who are watching, I know of course for me, I want us to be able to build a community together. I want to be able to come from my farm and visit some people here and see how they are doing. That is the whole goal this season, for us to pull each other together and make sure that we are reclaiming our identity through the soil. For you, what is the goal with Yavalle?
The goal with Yavalle is to ensure that we are able to deliver what we promise. We are guided with structures, we are guided with respect. I think the basic or the bare minimum that you could give to people, we could accord them the respect of their hard-earned money.
Yes.
So my goal is to ensure that no one goes to sleep wondering, where is my title deed? I paid my money and I didn't get what I paid for. So for us, our main goal first is to give you premium land investment opportunities where we've done all the infrastructures and still making it affordable. Yeah, you don't have to break a bank to own a piece of land. Yeah, so that's our major goal, to make sure that we're giving you high land value investment opportunities, and also that are legit, and you can always walk away or go home with your title deed and sleep peacefully without expecting any future conflicts.
I love that, and I love that you are honoring people's hard-earned money. That is very amazing. Like I always say, if someone is gonna give you 550,000 shillings or even 599,000 shillings, the best you can do is to make sure that you have held your end of the bargain. But again, the prices, someone will also ask, okay, Lynn, so what does that price entail? Is it inclusive of title deed? Will I be asked for another 5k, another 10k? What does that entail?
The 550,000, it's inclusive of everything. From it caters for your site visit cost, it caters for the lawyers, the surveyors, the valuer, the typist, the stamp duty. You give us 550, it's completely everything until you get a title deed under your name.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's an all-inclusive package. However, if you do want to use your lawyer to do the due diligence or the lawyer to handle the legal matters, then that will be your cost. But in-house, we have our team of lawyers, we have our team of surveyors and the valuers, so we can guarantee you that we can do this process A to Z and you get your title deed. So the 550 is inclusive of everything.
Okay. Maybe another question someone would ask is, who can own this land? Can anyone or everyone own this land, even those people who are outside the country?
Okay. Who can own this land? Of course, every Kenyan can own the land. They have the right to own the piece of land. Even if you're a Kenyan but in diaspora, you can absolutely own this land.
Yes.
However, now for the foreigners, for anyone who is not a Kenyan citizen, then you cannot own this land on a freehold basis, because this land is an agricultural land and it's on a freehold basis.
Yes.
So if you're a foreigner, then we have to take you through another process where we are going to convert this land from freehold now to leasehold, and then you can only own this land for a period of 99 years. Yeah.
Okay, and in terms of duration, if today me as Lynn, I give you my 550k, nimemalizana nawe kabisa, when am I getting my title?
Okay, your title is supposed to get it within 2 weeks time, but we would want to manage expectations because of some things that would go beyond us. On our end, we know in 2 weeks time you're supposed to have your title deed, but we're asking you to give us 30 days and you can have your title deed ready. Yeah.
30 days?
Yes,
someone
30
can
days.
have their title
Yes,
deed.
yeah.
But then again, if maybe someone is watching and they are like, okay, Lynn, I love Yavalle, I love whatever Valerie is saying, but personally, I do not want to invest in Nanyuki right now. Does Yavalle have other properties away from Nanyuki?
No, I think for everyone, they always look forward to companies with a lot of lands and everything, but you all forget they started with the one step. This is one of our many other projects to come. So apparently we don't have any other project. This is our first project, but many others to come.
All right,
yeah.
And all the best
Thank you.
that.
Thank
Honestly,
you.
for me, my joy is to start this journey together and see us launching our second, our third, our fourth, our fifth project. That is definitely going to be a win for us. We are doing it with people like Hekal, Yavalle, who I love. So I can't wait even for you to spread your wings and own properties in different parts of the country. But now maybe as we wind up, obviously investing in land can sound easy to some, but it's also an investment, a hard investment to so many people. You having this project as your first, and someone is watching and they're like, man, when will I also own a piece of land? What encouragement or what words would you have for our audience?
First, I would not say it's an easier journey. Of course, you have to dream it for you to achieve it. You have to have the desire to acquiring that thing that you want. You have to remain disciplined. You have to be consistent. You have to stay true to your word. Nothing comes really easy. I wouldn't tell you that, yes, you can just sit back and expect that one day you're owning a piece of land. But with the right mindset and the right focus, then you have to get such a piece of land. So I'll tell people that if you can dream it, you can achieve it, and you can fly as far as you can. There's always a flight back home.
Always a flight back home. Yeah. Oh, leo unani punch na mambo. There's always a flight back home.
There's always a flight back
all right.
home, and no limit.
Yes, I know your contact details definitely have been on our screen, but I love when people hear from the horse's mouth. So if people want to get hold of you guys, what are the contact details, the email details, and also do you have a physical office where people can be able to come visit and just talk to you, matters Yavalle or matters Eminence Court Nanyuki?
Okay. Yes, we do have everything that you've requested for. We have our contact details. Our audience can reach us to us via our contact numbers, which is +254 119 000 444.
Okay.
That's our contact detail. It's also available on our WhatsApp. If you would want to use WhatsApp for the diaspora people, they can get in touch with us via that number. We also have our email. It's yavallelimited@gmail.com. We also we'll be really looking forward to respond back to you if you reach out to us via our emails. We do have our physical office. It's in LNN building, First Avenue, Parklands Road, on the 6th floor. You'll find Yavalle Estate Limited right there. We are also on Facebook and on Instagram at Yavalle Limited.
Good. Appreciate having this conversation. Thank you for trusting me to bring this property to our audience. This is becoming my new hobby, connecting our audience with trusted real estate companies. I know it's been a concern for so many people. They are scared they will get conned, they will get scammed. I honestly love this for you, and I would want them to come and visit. Do we have any site visit days? Can they come see the property for themselves even before they commit? Yes, could you walk us through that as we wind up?
Yes. Once you contact us and you still develop more interest in investing in this project, we have free site visits on every Saturday. We just need to plan in advance. We get you in the list of the people that you're supposed to bring into the site. So every Saturdays, we are able to bring people to come and have a feeling of Eminence Court.
Good. Thank you. I love that so many things are happening in this particular place. As you can see, guys, behind her is a structure. So that tells you that people are already living in this space. And I can't wait for more people to come so that we can be able to build a community together. All right. So allow me to let you go. But before I do you want to say something else to our audience? Anything you want to add before we wind up?
Thank you for the session, Lynn. I can only say I'm looking forward to having my fellow like-minded people joining me. I'm one of the investors, so this agenda that we are going to work together with you. I can't wait to see what this project would look like in the next 5 years. I think for me, what I would term as my success, it's seeing what will be brought out of this project in the next 5 years. For me, seeing people who had dreamed of building cottages or farming or Airbnbs, living a dream that I walked the path first on, that's what would look like a success to me. So I really look forward to seeing like-minded people coming in, joining us, and I really hope we can coexist as a good community. We can engage each other, and then we can see what the life has ahead of us.
I love the taste and I love the gates as well.
Thank you.
So congratulations and go you, Sawa. All right, guys, that's it. Another beautiful project launched here at LNN. And what makes this special is that I'm working with amazing people that I also respect, and we are going to be neighbors. You invest in this property, I think 5 minutes away from here, you can come to Kanya Farm and get your mboga kienyeji. Mkijenga hapa mboga mnakujia huko. By the way, actually, if you invest in this property at Yavalle, just come to Kanya. Mimi nitakupatia mboga za kienyeji za skuta. That is the best I can give you guys right now. But away from that, we are building a very beautiful community together. And for me, I will be very intentional in bringing new spaces near where I live, because the goal is for us to build an intentional community. We are reclaiming our identity through the soil, and I love to see you guys taking that theme seriously. So come check this property out. I made sure it has all the amenities I ask from our clients. As you can see, the fence is right there. Borehole iko na maji mingi sana, so water is guaranteed. The roads are well demarcated, ndizo hizo mnaona hapo. And most importantly, as you can see on your screen, ndizo hizo title deed. So here we are not going to have a conversation of, oh, I paid, but sijui county wamesema nini, I can't get my title deeds. No, as Valerie has said, you pay and you will be guaranteed of your title deeds 2 weeks to 1 month. Sawa. So come, let's invest together. The contact details have been on your screen. Please call Yavalle for any concerns or any questions that you feel we did not address here. I know Val and her team are going to take care of that. However, if you have any questions about this property and it's me you want to talk to, I'm going to give you my email, info@lnn.digital or lynn.ngugi@lnn.digital. Kujeni nyinyi wote, let us grow this community, let us own land if we are in a position to. Me, I always say there's no pressure, by the way, sawa, no pressure at all. But if you're actually in a place where you are looking to invest, take advantage of this particular place, sawa. And by the way, imagine ni safi, not see salty water, ni safi kabisa. So many things you can do here, from cottages, agriculture, as Val has mentioned. So come, I'll try plug myself in one of the site visits. Na pia mkikuja site visit na niko pale home, tell Valerie to let you come say hello, sawa. All right, guys, I'm gonna see you on our next one, and thank you so much for checking this property out, sawa. Bye-bye.